Yo, 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 yo. You know what time it is. It's time to drop them memes. I ain't dropped the video in a hot second, but I got some good news. Been moving in the right direction and God has been blessing me. I've been using everything I've been telling y'all for myself, you know what I'm saying? And it's been working. So, the memes for today is distractions and temptations. Don't let them throw you off your path. You feel what I'm saying? Because distractions and temptations is from the devil. You feel me? He gonna put things in your path for you to go through. He gonna put people in your path that's gonna tempt you to do wrong, think wrong, move wrong, act wrong, and that's just gonna mess with your mindset. You feel me? And how you block out distractions is, well, I got that Mamba mentality. You feel me? I block out distractions by blocking out the noise and not letting things get to me. Stop overthinking so much. Really trusting the process and just knowing that I'm divine, knowing that I'm chosen, knowing that, I got a higher calling and I'm protected at all times. You feel me? It's a difference from being protected by God and being protected by the devil. You feel me? Once you sell your soul and for earthly material gain, you're not protected no more. You feel me? You is out of God's reach. You is pretty much the devil's property. And it's hard climbing out that tunnel. It's hard trying to find that light again that's going to lead you in the right direction, that's going to purify your heart, that's going to rejuvenate your energy and replenish you. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like you got to be careful of distractions and the temptations that come, because all people that come in your life ain't good people. Some people come in your life is from the devil to tempt you, to distract you, to throw you off your balance. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to have good discernment when it comes down to people you're dealing with. But if you're chosen, you know that, for one, you can't save everybody. But everybody that come in your life, in your circle, if God put them in your circle, with you being so protected, that God putting them people in your life for a reason. For you to better them, to elevate them, to awaken them, to guide them to some kind of purpose in their life. You feel what I'm saying? To help them seek whatever purpose, whatever goal that they are looking for, and maybe give them clarity. You feel me? So when it comes down to certain people, again, just use smart discernment. Like, read the energy of the room. You feel me? Get a balance of, the energy that's in the room, that's around you. Pay attention to your surroundings. Just ask God for guidance and intuition, clear intuition about the people that you are dealing with. Ask God to show you the snakes and show you the enemies that's in your life. And I'm guaranteed God will show you those people, God will remove those people, and God will show you how to really deal with those people. You feel what I'm saying? To where you don't have to go out your way, to where you're protected, to where you ain't gotta get into no altercations, to where it ain't gotta be no damage really done besides a little hurt feelings. You feel me? But ain't nobody lives getting lost, ain't no, what I'm saying, no really, really bad thing that's happening, because God is giving you discernment on how to use those people, think about those people, move around those people, and you just gotta understand God's voice. You feel me? Like, a lot of times we sit and we pray and we try to get information from God and seek God's help and wisdom, but then we give up because we feel like we're unheard. We feel like God not listening to us, or we feel like the obstacles that we're going through is too much, to where, yeah, people do end up selling their soul for a little bit of money, or people do end up selling their soul because they have ran into temptation because they didn't came across the wrong person. You feel me? Like, let's take you back to the beginning of the Bible. Like, Adam and Eve, okay? They in the Garden of Eden, and God told them, like, don't eat from the forbidden tree, right? So what happened? A snake came along, you feel me? A serpent, you feel me? And told them what? Eat from that tree. Don't worry about what God talking about, you feel me? Eat that apple. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. But remind you, God told them, don't eat the apple, you know? And the temptation, you feel me? That's where the temptation come from. They believed the snake and they fell into temptation to where they bit the apple. They ate the apple. And then what? That ruined the whole generation of humans, right? To where God had to cast them down to earth because they couldn't stay in the holy realm, because they lost that purification because they listened to the serpent. They fell into temptation. They ain't listen to God's voice. You feel me? And it ain't like right from wrong, because we all know right from wrong, but we're talking about clarity. We're talking about sure divine guidance. We're talking about the essence that God brings, and the passion that God brings, and the blessings that God rains upon us when we are doing right, when we are making the right move. Like, you know, it's the devil that tell you to go out here and steal from somebody, and that's how you get a come up. That's not from God. God ain't finna tell you to go out here and steal anything to get ahead on anybody. You feel me? That's not God. That's not the holy temple. That's not the divine talking to you. You feel me? If you come across a person that come into your life if you're going through relationship problems and you just need an ear to listen to, you feel me? And you got some, you know, we all human, you know, females got they best friend that's male sometimes, and they go seek advice from other men. But if that man that you go seek advice from, if he not motivating you or really supporting your relationship to where you end up sleeping with that man, or he end up breaking up with that man because he giving you bad advice, you feel me? And causing more damage to your relationship, causing more damage to your life than what it's supposed to be, then that's not from God. That's a temptation that God put into your life, because maybe your relationship wasn't really that bad. Maybe you just overthinking things, and God just put somebody there just to see if you would mess up. You feel me? And guess what? Don't think it's not going to come to the light. Don't think just because, you got away with it, or you feel like you got away with it, that God not going to, snitch on you, or God not going to, tell what's really going on. Because when you're divine, everything comes to the light. When you're the light, everything comes to you. You ain't got to look for nothing. You ain't got to look for dirt. You ain't got to go seek dirt on nobody, because guess what? You like a human lie detector. The powers that you got within you, you know when people lying. You can tell by their gestures. You can tell by their movement of their body, their eye language. If you're really paying attention, you feel me? Like, think about it. You feel me? Think about the temptations of life, and think about the distractions that you do come across throughout your daily life. And just watch how when you don't go to the distractions, or if you don't accept the temptation, watch how God bless you. Watch how God bless you just for passing that test, because it ain't nothing but a test. God want to see your heart. God want to see, because he ain't going to mess with your free will. You feel me? Us as earth angels, we not here to mess with people's free will. We just here to guide people and put them down the right path and awaken people and elevate them. You feel me? So, you know, I've been through a lot. I ain't seen a lot. I've been through a lot of temptations. I have picked a couple wrong paths, but I have found myself back to the light. I have heard God's voice to bring me back to my divine self. You feel me? I'm not perfect. I have made some wrong decisions in life, which landed me in prison, which landed me getting shot, which landed me with all the things that happened to me. But I use them as learning experiences, learning blocks, and I learned how to use my discernment and not fall into temptation. That's why I'm not a cheater. I'm married, but I'm not out here cheating on my wife. Can't no woman ever tell my wife or come to my wife and be like, oh yeah, your husband was sleeping with me, or I seen your husband with, or can't nobody do nothing. Do none of that. You feel me? Because I don't fall into temptations. You feel me? I don't fall into that earthly temptation that, oh, I need this, or my girl mad, me and my girl mad, so I gotta go out here and you feel me? Even if my woman, we ain't saying that that's what the case is, but even if my woman did go out here and do something to me, I'm not finna go out here and do something to her just because she cheated on me or something like that. You feel me? Because guess what? As an earth angel, you gotta learn how to forgive, but move on. If that is the case, don't seek revenge. God said he gonna have vengeance. The enemy is gonna be your footstool. You feel me? So just move like you know you're protected, and just know, and like God, like Jesus did on the cross. What'd he do? He prayed for people. He say, God, forgive these people for their sins, for they know not what they do. You feel me? And once you get that in your mind and you motivate people like that and you forgive people because they know not what they do, just because we elevated and we know how to move in divine, everybody don't. That's why I got this platform to show y'all. Don't fall into temptations, y'all. Listen to me. I've been through a lot. I can teach y'all. I can school y'all. I'm a teacher. But bless. Peace, love, soul. Like, share, and subscribe. We out here.